You see, most men come into this game with the wrong idea from the very start. They think trading is about money, dollars, profits, winning trades stacked one after another. But let me ask you something. Have you ever noticed how the man who chases money is the very one who loses it most consistently? I learned early that the market does not reward need, it rewards discipline.
Hey yo, money.
Yeah, let's go. Local legend, but the whip I got is foreign. Extraordinary, yeah, I feel like Alex Warren does. Please will not be calling me if it is not important. If I don't see no dollar signs there, then I'm ignoring them. Got a couple kids nowadays and I'm supporting. Turning down 100,000, I wasn't bored enough. Yeah, I wasn't bored enough. I'd rather stay at home, just the four of us. Knock, say hello to opportunity. Show them everything that I be doing.
Hey,
check,
Alex.
everything I do is to a T.
Winners in the building, man.
Hitting hardest in the USC. Oh, Irish in my blood and all that money keep on doubling. I ain't tried to
acha tuanze alafu tuongojea watu wengine
now
wanakampu.
I'm loving it. Drive through them all, can't stomach it. One time cause I had to prove it to myself. 2 times doing that for everybody else. 3 times just to put the trophy on the shelf. 4 times just because I couldn't, I ain't doing nothing else. Hey, local legend, but the whip I got is foreign. Extraordinary, yeah, I feel like Alex Warren does. Please will not be calling me if it is not important. If I don't see no dollar signs there, then I'm ignoring them. Got a couple kids nowadays and I'm supporting. Turning down 100,000, I wasn't bored enough. Yeah, I wasn't bored enough. I'd rather stay at home, just now wait, second thought. Maybe take a trip down to Florida. Need to change the weather, Tennessee just wasn't warm enough. Son and everybody, they been eating out the formula. Everybody talking, but at least they ain't ignoring us. Hey, reservations for 20 at Show. Like that iceberg, I'm tipping a boatload. Got incredible friends, yeah, they froze on. Taking hits on the one like I'm Soto. Catalog multiples of double digits. Staring at the number like it's double vision. That's what happens when you trust the vision. But keep it humble for the juxtaposition. I changed my life overnight with a couple decisions. Stay working like there's somebody who's coming to get it. And don't get caught up in the talking in the public opinion. Yeah, I had different functions cause I'm functioning different. Hey, 1 time
Money YouTube, man.
2 times doing that for everybody else. 3 times just to put the trophy on the shelf. 4 times just because I couldn't, I ain't doing nothing else. Hey, local legend, but
Happy Saturday, man. Happy Saturday, man. Happy weekend, man. Tunakuja na vibes poa. Tunakuja na vibes poa, man. So, yep. Let's enjoy the weekend, man. W week, man. Tumekuwa na W week, so yeah, morning.
Thinking that it happened overnight.
No. So morning guys, man, morning winners, morning Doti. Yeah, it's a beautiful Saturday, tuko blessed man, tuko alive. So yeah, it's a beautiful morning. Yeah, tufanye kenye tunajua, tukuje tulikuwa na beautiful week in the chat. So yeah, we come in here to review, tuongelea about trading and identity. So yeah, tuta listen to some podcasts, some clip kiasi and then tutaanza. So yeah, watu wenye wengine watakama hapo watatupata kwa njia. Sorry Doti, I didn't know you are uko in India, so the people coming up, they'll catch up in stream. So yeah, let's maybe start up and then yeah, we can start with the word of prayer and then we continue. Amaji? Yep. So yeah, we can start off with the word of prayer and then we can maybe lift off the session. Amaji? Yeah, so let's believe and pray. So I can everlasting Father, you come before you, give me thanks at your holy name, Jehovah. Thanking you for everything, Jehovah. Come before you as sinners, we pray for forgiveness of sins, Jehovah. We're so grateful, our hearts are full of gratitude, Jehovah. Thank you for everything you've done into our lives. Thank you for the continuous blessings. Thank you for everything. I come before you, giving thanks for PipNest and the community, Jehovah. Thank you for the people who are involved, Jehovah. Thank you for everyone, Jehovah. We pray over their lives, Jehovah. May you bless them. May you uplift them in everything, Jehovah. Enable us to walk by faith and not by sight, Jehovah. Help us to distract fully our thoughts and only lean onto your understanding, Jehovah, and your word, Jehovah. As we start off this webinar today, we pray for your blessing, Jehovah. We pray for your guidance. And the people who are coming in, Jehovah, we pray for your blessing, Jehovah. In this community, we are praying over family victories, Jehovah. And all we know that we'll achieve it, Jehovah. Bless the people as they coming in, Jehovah. Remember their families, remember the things that they are going through, which they don't usually talk about, Jehovah. Thanks for everything. We are so grateful for everything. Our hearts are full of gratitude. In Jesus' name we pray and believe. Amen. Amen, man. Iko blessed, it's blessed. So yeah. Maybe tunaweza listen to some podcast and then tunaweza anza our famaje ball. Yeah. Watu watapatana, tuta listen to a clip kiasi. Doti will just listen to a clip and then we'll talk about it. Then we'll go through our trades of the day, of the week, and tulienda, and then we'll call it a nice session. So let me first listen to some quick audio about identity, and then we'll talk about it, and then after that, we'll have a nice weekend. So we are ready off this separation time, man. So I'm very grateful for you guys, man, kuku hapa. I'm so appreciative, man. So this is the work, man. The harvest is plentiful, but the workers are few. So many guys, they want the harvest. Many guys wanataka that success, but they are not willing to do the work, man. They are not willing to do the work. So you can't get that success if at all you're not doing the work. So as you know, you already planted the seed, and now the time for watering the seed is here, man. So showing up daily, being patient, being consistent on a daily, that's the normal work. So let's keep in doing the work. So let's not be weary in doing good, for in due season we'll reap the reward. So W winners, let's tusikize that a clip kiasi, and then we'll embark on that. So just a sec. Let's listen to that clip, and then we'll embark in a short. Just a sec.
You see, most men come into this game with the wrong idea from the very start. They think trading is about money, dollars, profits, winning trades stacked one after another. But let me ask you something. Have you ever noticed how the man who chases money is the very one who loses it most consistently? I learned early that the market does not reward need, it rewards discipline. And discipline is not something you switch on when you feel like it. It is...
Maybe guys, we can maybe, kama uko hapo, maybe jot down, and then tutapitia some of the things yenye tumesikia, and then go through over those trades. So
something you become. Trading, if you are to survive it, must stop being something you do and start becoming something you are. Your identity, your way of thinking, your way of acting when no one is watching. Now consider this. When you sit in front of a chart, what are you really doing? Are you observing, or are you hoping? Because the difference between those two is the difference between a professional and a gambler. A man who observes waits for the market to reveal its hand. A man who hopes forces a story onto the market. And when you force the market, it has a way of forcing you right out of your position. I never made my money by thinking about money. I made it by thinking about being right, and more importantly, by acting right. You follow me? Because being right isn't about prediction, it's about execution. It's about doing the same correct thing over and over again, even when it feels uncomfortable. Let me put it plainly, when a trader focuses on money, he becomes emotional. And when he becomes emotional, he becomes inconsistent. And when he becomes inconsistent, the market takes his money. It's as simple as that. Cause and effect. Nothing mysterious about it. But when a trader focuses on execution, on following his rules, on reading the tape, on waiting for confirmation, something changes. His emotions quiet down, his decisions become clearer, and money in time becomes a byproduct. Not the goal, but the result. Now ask yourself, when you enter a trade, do you already know where you're wrong? Not where you'll take profit, but where you're wrong. Because that's where discipline begins. A man who does not know where he is wrong is not trading, he is guessing. You must understand this. The market does not pay you for being active. It pays you for being correct at the right time. And that requires patience. Real patience. Not the kind you talk about, but the kind you practice. the kind where you sit on your hands while others chase every tick. Most traders cannot do this. Why? Because they are addicted to action. They need to feel involved. They need to feel like they are doing something. But the market does not care about your need to feel busy. In fact, the more you trade without purpose, the more you expose yourself to error. So what should you do? You wait, you watch, you study behavior, price behavior, volume behavior, the relationship between movement and hesitation. You learn to recognize when the market is under accumulation, when it is under distribution. Not by guessing, but by observing repeated patterns. And when you see your setup, your real setup, not something you invented out of boredom, you act decisively, without hesitation. Because hesitation, at that moment, is just another form of doubt, and doubt has no place in execution. But let me ask you this, what happens after you enter the trade? Do you start watching your profit and loss tick up and down? Do you feel your heart move with every fluctuation? If you do, then you are still focused on money, and money will continue to control you. A disciplined trader watches the market, not his account. He measures whether the trade is behaving as expected. If it is, he holds. If it is not, he exits. No drama, no negotiation. Because he understands something most never do. The market is always right, and his job is not to argue with it. You see, identity shapes behavior, and behavior shapes results. If you identify as someone trying to make money, your actions will reflect urgency, impatience, and fear. But if you identify as a disciplined executor, your actions will reflect control, clarity, and precision. Which one do you think survives longer? Now here's something most won't tell you. Discipline is not tested when things are going well. It is tested when you are wrong. When the trade moves against you. When your analysis fails. That's when your true identity shows itself. Do you cut the loss quickly, as planned? Or do you hesitate, hoping the market will come back? Because hope is the most expensive habit a trader can have. And understand this clearly, every time you break your rules, you weaken your identity. You teach yourself that discipline is optional. And once discipline becomes optional, consistency disappears. On the other hand, every time you follow your rules, especially when it's difficult, you strengthen something far more valuable than any single trade. You strengthen your process, your confidence, your identity as a professional. Let me give you something practical. Before every trade, ask yourself 3 questions. First, what is the setup, and have I seen it play out before? Second, where am I wrong, and am I willing to accept that loss? Third, does this trade align with my plan, or am I forcing it? If you cannot answer those questions clearly, you have no business being in that trade. You must begin to see trading as a game of probabilities, not certainties. No single trade matters, but your behavior across many trades. That is everything. Because in the long run, it is not your intelligence that determines your success. It is your consistency, and consistency is born from identity. Now think about this. When you wake up and approach the market, who are you? Are you a man looking to make money today, or are you a man committed to executing his method, regardless of outcome? Because those 2 men will live very different trading lives. One will chase, react, and struggle. The other will wait, act, and endure. And over time, the market will make the distinction clear. You don't build wealth by chasing profits. You build it by protecting capital, by compounding small edges, by staying in the game long enough for your method to work. That's not exciting, but it is effective. And effectiveness is what pays. So the next time you look at a chart, don't ask yourself, how much can I make? Ask yourself, am I executing correctly? Because when execution becomes your focus, something subtle begins to shift. You stop needing the trade. And when you stop needing the trade, you begin to see it clearly. The market does not care what you want. That is the first truth a trader must come to terms with. You may want profits. You may need a winning trade. You may even feel you deserve it after a series of losses. But the market does not respond to any of that. It responds only to behavior. To what you do, not what you wish would happen. Now think about that for a moment. How often have you entered a trade because you wanted it to work, rather than because it met your conditions? You've seen it before. a chart that almost fits your setup, price that looks like it might move. And instead of waiting, you act, not because the signal is clear, but because your desire is strong. And what follows? Uncertainty. You begin watching every tick. You question your decision. You hesitate when you should exit, because deep down, you know the trade was not based on behavior. It was based on desire. You see, the market is a place of cause and effect. When a trader acts on impulse, the result is inconsistency. And when results are inconsistent, confidence begins to erode. Not because the market is difficult, but because the trader himself has become unreliable. But when a trader commits to behavior, clear, repeatable behavior, something changes. He is no longer reacting, he is executing. He is no longer chasing, he is waiting. And waiting, in this business, is not weakness, it is control. Let me ask you, do you have rules that you follow even when it costs you a trade? Because that is where behavior becomes real. Anyone can follow rules when it's easy, but the professional follows them when it's difficult.
Guys, morning to those who are joining. So, Steve-O, Paranav. So, yeah, we are just listening to this special identity, a podcast of Jesse Livermore. So, yeah, alafu we'll continue just a little listening and then we'll talk about it and then do some trade reviews, listen to some maybe Q&A from you guys, man. So, yeah, we listen to it and then we'll continue, man. So, yeah. Appreciate you guys for joining in. So, yeah.
The market is moving fast. When it feels like an opportunity is slipping away, because he understands something most never do, missing a trade is far less damaging than taking a bad one. Behavior, repeated over time, becomes identity, and identity shapes every decision you make. If your behavior is inconsistent, sometimes disciplined, sometimes impulsive, then your results will reflect that inconsistency. You will have good days and bad days, but no stability, no foundation. But if your behavior is steady, if you wait for your setups, define your risk, and execute without interference, then even your losses begin to look different. They become part of the process, not a failure of it. Consider this carefully. Two traders can have the same strategy, the same charts, the same information. One makes money, the other loses. Why? Because one follows his behavior consistently, and the other does not. It is not the method that fails. It is the execution. So what should your focus be? Not on how much you can make, but on how well you can follow your own rules. Can you sit through inactivity without forcing trades? Can you accept a loss without hesitation? Can you hold a winning position without cutting it short out of fear? These are questions of behavior, not knowledge. And here is where most traders go wrong. They measure success by outcome. A winning trade feels like success. A losing trade feels like failure. But that is a dangerous way to think, because a good trade can lose and a bad trade can win. If you judge yourself by outcome, you will reinforce the wrong habits. Instead, you must judge yourself by behavior. Did you follow your plan? Did you manage risk correctly? Did you act according to your rules? Or did you let emotion take control? Because over time, behavior compounds. Just like money compounds, so do your actions. One impulsive trade may not seem like much, but repeated often enough, it becomes your default. And once it becomes your default, it defines your results. So the real question is not whether you want to make money. Of course you do. Everyone does. The real question is, are you willing to behave in a way that deserves it? A trader can look confident when things are going well. That's easy. Anyone can hold a winning position. Anyone can feel certain when the market moves in their favor. But that's not where identity is revealed. The truth shows itself when the trade goes wrong. Let me ask you, what do you do the moment price moves against you? Not what you think you should do, but what you actually do. Do you act immediately or do you pause? Just for a second, hoping it turns back. That pause tells you everything. Because in that moment, there are only two paths. One is discipline. The other is hope. And hope, in this business, is a quiet destroyer. It doesn't feel dangerous at first. It feels reasonable. It feels patient. But it slowly pulls you away from your rules. You see, every trade begins with a plan. You define your entry, your risk, your invalidation. At least, that's what a trader is supposed to do. But the real test is not in making the plan. It is in respecting it when it becomes uncomfortable. When the market touches your stop, what happens next? A disciplined trader exits, cleanly, without argument, because he already accepted that loss before he entered the trade. To him, the loss is not a surprise. It is part of the cost of doing business. But the undisciplined trader hesitates. He widens the stop. He tells himself the market is just shaking him out. He starts looking for reasons to stay in instead of reasons to get out. And just like that, a small, controlled loss begins to grow. Cause and effect. It always is. When you refuse to accept a small loss, you invite a large one. And when losses grow beyond control, something else follows. Emotional pressure. Now you're no longer thinking clearly. You're reacting, trying to recover, trying to fix what should have been prevented. Now, ask yourself, have you ever taken a loss that was bigger than planned and immediately felt the urge to win it back? That's not strategy. That's emotion stepping in where discipline failed. And it all began with a single decision, to not accept being wrong. You must understand this: being wrong is not the problem. Staying wrong is. The best traders I've known were not always right, but they were always quick to admit when they were wrong. That's what kept them in the game, because trading is not about avoiding losses. It is about managing them. Now consider the opposite situation. You take a loss exactly as planned. No hesitation, no adjustment. What happens then? You remain calm. You remain clear. You are ready for the next opportunity. Your capital is intact, but more importantly, your mindset is intact. That is the real advantage. You see, every time you handle a loss correctly, you reinforce discipline. You strengthen your identity as a trader who acts, not reacts. And that identity carries forward into every decision that follows. But every time you avoid a loss, delay it, or deny it, you weaken that identity. You teach yourself that rules can be bent, that discomfort can be escaped. And over time, that becomes your habit. And habits in trading are everything. So when a trade goes against you, don't ask, can this still work? Ask, am I following my rules? Because the market does not reward stubbornness. It does not reward attachment. It rewards clarity and action. A trader who can exit without hesitation has something most never develop: control under pressure. And control is what separates survival from failure in this game. Because sooner or later, every trader faces the same moment. The trade is wrong. The market is not doing what it should. And there is a decision to be made. Not about the market, but about himself. A man who sits down at the market thinking about money has already placed himself at a disadvantage. Not because money is unimportant, but because of what that focus does to his mind. Let me ask you, when you are thinking about how much you can make, are you really seeing the market clearly, or are you seeing what you want to happen? Because the moment money becomes the focus, emotion follows close behind. You begin to measure every tick in terms of gain or loss. A small move in your favor feels like relief. A small move against you feels like pressure. And just like that, your decisions are no longer based on observation. They're based on feeling. Now consider what happens next. When a trader becomes emotional, he begins to interfere with his own trades. He exits too early because he fears losing profit. He holds too long because he fears realizing a loss. He adds to positions out of frustration, not logic, and all of it stems from the same source. His attention is on money, not on execution. You see, the market demands a certain kind of thinking. Clear, steady, and detached. But when your mind is tied...
Hey, yeah, let's go. Local legend, but the whip I got is foreign. Extraordinary, yeah, I feel like Alex Warren does. Dreams when I'm economy, if it is not important. If I don't see no dollar signs there, then I'm ignoring them. Got a couple kids nowadays and I'm supporting. Turning down 100,000, I wasn't bored enough. Yeah, I wasn't bored enough. I'd rather stay at home, just the four of us. Knock, 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 say hello to opportunity. Show them everything that I be doing, think it's doing me. Check, 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 everything I do is to a T. And only other corner hitting hardest in the USC. Oh, Irish in my blood and all that money keep on doubling. I ain't tried to ball cause I ain't really want for fumbling. Made a couple M's, went gold, now I'm loving it. Drive through them all, can't stomach it. One time cause I had to prove it to myself. 2 times doing that for everybody else. 3 times just to put a trophy on the shelf. 4 times just because I couldn't, I ain't doing nothing else. Local legend, but the whip I got is foreign. Extraordinary, yeah, I feel like Alex Warren does. Please do not be calling me if it is not important. If I don't see no dollar signs there, then I'm ignoring them. Got a couple kids nowadays and I'm supporting. Turn it down 100,000, I wasn't bored enough. Yeah, I wasn't bored enough. I'd rather stay at home just nah, wait, second thought. Maybe take a trip down to Florida. Need to change the weather, Tennessee just wasn't warm enough. Son and everybody, they been eating out the formula. Everybody talking, but at least they ain't ignoring us. Hey, reservations for 20 at Coast Show. Like that iceberg, I'm tipping a boatload. Got incredible friends, yeah, they froze on. Taking hits on the one like I'm Soto. Catalog multiples of double digits. Staring at the number like it's double vision. That's what happens when you trust the vision. But keep it humble for the juxtaposition. I changed my life overnight with a couple decisions. Stay working like there's somebody who's coming to get it. And don't get caught up in the talking and the public opinion. Yeah, I had different functions cause I'm functioning different. Hey, one time cause I had to prove it to myself. 2 times doing that for everybody else. 3 times just to put the trophy on the shelf. 4 times just because I couldn't, I ain't doing nothing else. Hey, local legend, but the whip I got is foreign. Extraordinary, yeah, I feel like Alex Warren does. Please do not be calling me if it is not important. If I don't see no dollar signs there, then I'm ignoring them. Got a couple kids nowadays and I'm supporting. Turn it down 100,000, I wasn't bored enough. Yeah, I wasn't bored enough. I'd rather stay at home with the 4 of us.
Hey, yo, yeah. Let's redo it, man. So, morning, guys, morning. So, yeah, you've listened to that clip, tumesikiza hiyo clip, man. So, yeah, I'll share the link. Let me, first of all, share the link, and then you guys will listen up. So, at your own free time. Yeah, we don't have time for a whole 30 minutes in a kuanga boring kiasi. So, let's go over the trades zenye tulichukua. Go over the clip that we have just listened to it. So yeah, I'm sharing it to the nini to our meeting. So yeah, that's it, man. So let's start off and then we can begin. So let's start off with maybe a trade review and then tutaendelea maje. So yeah. So that week it was a very beautiful week. So yeah, my week was kind of break-even-ish. Yeah, like it was just a break-even-ish week. So yeah, so my week ilikuwa poa. We showed up every day. We showed up regardless. We showed up broke. So yeah, that's that. The last 2 weeks overall. Like I can say the whole of this month we have been talking about risk management. We have been talking about trade management. So yeah, can we see that are we getting something from this trade management ama we are just doing? So last week we talked about maybe around 2 weeks ago we talked about having reducing that catastrophic loss. Maybe there was a day, maybe day 1, day 2, and maybe day 3. The first day you made maybe 300, something like that. You made 300. So yeah, just like so. The first day maybe you made 300. The second day you made around 250, and then this other day you lose something like this. You lose 700. Okay. Overall, you are down by how much? You are down by maybe some amount. So yeah, we talked about this catastrophic loss. So yeah, we have been consistent with this thing, and then overall you come and get this catastrophic loss, and it wipes out all your trading, all your profits for the week. So yeah, we talked about this, having that risk, because if you can ask yourself, if at all you are closing with this kind of amount of 300, 200, what are you risking? So yeah, we talked about that. Tukasema maybe having that standard risk. So for the last 2 weeks in a trade, I've been risking 250. And then yeah, I've seen what are the benefits of this 250. First of all, I've been able to let the trade plan. There's letting that trade plan, because letting the trade play itself, and then I'm not even quaking in this position. I'm not afraid. I'm letting the plan do its thing, because if at all I was risking maybe 800 in that an account, ingekuwa a bit too much, because all we know is the Prop Farm tunakuanga we have like a standard 2K 2000. So before you blow this account. So a standard 2,000. So what do you do? Because if at all you are where you are, so about that management is again to understand which journey you are. Where on my trading journey am I? Because if at all you are buying these accounts, these are 2,000 accounts. How much is it worth in your country? So can you afford to blow these accounts? So this account maybe in our country is around 15K. 15K. So this is the prop, man. So this is the prop 2,000, the prop. So it's around 15,000 Kenya shilling. So yeah. So if you are and you have a drawdown of 2,000, can you afford maybe to go with these accounts for 2 shots? Or else maybe if at all your plan is, and maybe if at all you are a high risker, or else because if at all you are willing to risk 1K per trade, those are 2 trades. So yeah, in your trading journey, are you there yet? Ama you have to earn your size. So yeah, the last 2 weeks we have been talking about these catastrophic losses, and then that was the first scenario, and then there was another scenario, the second scenario, which is compounding. So the compounding is we have maybe another and these 4. So compounding is maybe the first trade. Yeah, you are a good trader, you know how to unajua manage risk yako, you know how to manage your trading. So what happens? So maybe the first trade you make around 150, maybe you make 150, something like that. So maybe 100, and then the second trading day, you maybe lose negative, maybe you lose this negative because you lose maybe like 150s. Then on the third day, you now start to build your momentum, you know how to trade, you know how to take good setups, you end up making 200 on that day, and then on the other day, that's 300. So yeah, was this maybe day 5, you're making like 210. So these are 2 scenarios which we are talking about. The first scenario here in this box is, yeah, you can always come back, how to avoid these catastrophic losses. And then the second scenario is how to compound base hits. So this one we'll call it like base. So don't mind my drawing. And then this is coming back. We can rename like come back. So yeah, so these are the base hits, and then these are the comeback. So which stage are you in your trading journey? Which stage are you? Have to be honest with yourself. Unafaa ujiambie ukweli. You come to a realization, because if at all I have this an account and then it's a 2,000 2,000 drawdown, can you afford to maybe, yeah, you know how to trade, can you afford to maybe risk 1,000 in every trade? Because so that means if you lose this 1,000, how much are you remaining with? Because maybe you are remaining with another K. So yeah, can you give it? Are you and you all know the playbook? We can playbook is around 70% win rate. So that's the win rate. Around 70% win rate. So yeah, if I told the playbook is around 70% win rate, can you give it some ample time? Maybe ikupatie, you understand the playbook for it to play it on itself. Because if I told you are taking these around 2 trades, these 2 trades. So what does that mean? Because if I told the playbook can still lose these 2 trades at a time. Inaweza poteza these trades, and then you can blow that account. So ask yourself, are you in a position where that I can blow this an account and I can't feel nothing? Ama if at all I can stay consistent, having that standard risk and maybe avoiding these catastrophic losses. So yeah, ask yourself, and all you know that if at all you can accumulate these things. So yeah, the best approach maybe for us is maybe this one and this one. So the best approach ni ya having those base hits. If at all you can use this an account to your favor, and then uangalie utumie hizo, you use those your problems at home, you use those as fuel. If at all you know how to take setups, if at all you know how to take positions, then yeah, the first thing here ni having that standard, you're having that playbook setup, risk, and then you know how many trades, so maybe two trades. So 2 trades hapo. So these are maybe the things that you need to know to understand this. So yeah, if at all you have to be honest with yourself. So mi najua, maybe let me talk here. Mi najua if at all you can afford to lose this 15 in 2 trades, then it's fine by you. But yeah, if at all you are in your beginner stage ama unaanzia, then yeah, the right approach ni this. So maybe Alex, maybe there's some guys here, but most of the guys up in intermediate, they know what they are doing. So yeah, just having that unnecessary position. So we all had that today's about trading is not about being right. It's not about maybe taking action. As maybe we'll go through about the trade reviews that we have been having we'll go about the trades that we took on the previous week. So yeah, it's not about taking those positions, taking those setups. So it's about how can you maintain that capital. And the last 2 weeks we've been talking about how to maintain this capital by maybe avoiding this catastrophic loss, because ukichukua hizi accounts and then you get tired, man. You have accumulated some grain, and then one day you lose maybe your profits, and then you are back in the red. You feel tired, you feel like you're not moving anywhere. But if at all you can maintain that standard risk and maybe take those bases as they come, yeah, overall unapita hizi accounts and then you are funded. So yeah, that's the main thing. Which approach are you ready yet? But don't take me wrong, because you can still have this approach, 2 trades, you risking maybe half of the approach, and then you are funded easily. So jiulize where you are, ask yourself, be honest with yourself, with your journey. Yeah, but we all know that it's about, you have to, in order to understand this, you have to understand the playbook. You have to eliminate those unnecessary position. You have to maybe manage your trades. It's not about maybe taking trades. It's not about, because you guys met one in the past, since we started streaming in the past, you have not been taking any position, most of the position. Basically, we take 2 trades per 1 trade per session. So we usually have 3 sessions, but we take 1 trade per session. So what are we doing there? Because we are trying to avoid overexposure in the market, because maybe you woke up in Asia, you have stayed there's no trade in Asia, your discipline is at top notch, because unajuaje, yeah, I haven't found any position, but yeah, I'll wait for this session. Then you come back to a London session, you are bored, you don't, yeah, you waited, you feel like you're obligated to be paid by the markets. So what do? You end up forcing those setups. Una end up piece of force your setup, you're bored, and then it ends up to you having that loss. So yeah, you have first of all to dial in into the playbook. Secondly, to dial in into your overtrading. That's by maybe having that a systematic approach. So playbook is the key, and then after you have understood that playbook, then you manage the risk, and then yeah, have to have that instant standard risk. So yeah, that was the week. So maybe I can go through over my week. So yeah, just a sec. So yeah. Let me maybe I can remove all these drawings. So yeah, this is my account. So yeah, you can see it. So let's first of all talk about it, and then yeah, we'll go from there. So yeah, Jorge, welcome in, man. Welcome in. So yeah, let's go over that in a few, and then we'll continue. So yeah. So for me, this Tradify account, this is an account that I've been using it for. I've been taking it slow, nimeichukua slow, because I want to see that inaitwaje, if at all I can have that standard risk, what can it help me with? So yeah, this is the account. So as you all can see, it's a 50K account. So let's first of all, don't know where yeah, so this is a 50K account. So you can see, so the first week I had a good run. So if you can see here, the first week I had a good run. So let me first of all clear this. Yeah, just a sec. So yeah, the first week I had a good run. I took 1 trade, and then this trade yeah, it was a good, we are, first of all, here system to may understand the playbook. We know every playbook setup. We have understood that this game is a game of probabilities. If at all you can put the probabilities in your favor, you can always come out on top. So yeah, what do we do, man? We come back, we come to the sessions each and every day. We come with the right approach. We say that, yeah, we are looking for these trades. If at all we'll find them, we'll participate in them. We plan our trades, we execute. So you guys have seen us. So yeah, I took this position. It was a loss, and then I ended. That time I was risking around 200. I was risking 300 per trade. So I was kind of risking 300 per trade. So yeah, I took that loss. It was according to my parameter, and then I called it a session. I called it a day. There was nothing. So yeah, the next trade ama the next days nika accumulate hizo profits, and then yeah, my loss was, I got my loss back. So yeah, what happened on this other day, this catastrophic loss, the loss that we were now talking about. So yeah, I've understood the setup. It was an A+ setup, but if at all you had that small ama risk criteria yenye ulikuwa nayo, then this it could have maybe, but all you had that, you start to that maybe 300, this will be and had been an easily 300 loss. So, and maybe that week I could have ended up maybe green. So yeah, we came to that, we understood, we talked about this on this Saturday. We talked about that catastrophic loss. So yeah, this Saturday we talked it was on 9th. It was our webinar day. We talked about how can we avoid these things. So we came up with a standard risk, maybe having that approach of risking not more than 250. So yeah, what did it happen? So coming that to the other week. So let me first of all clear this drawing. So yeah, coming to the other week, yeah, with that 250 risk, this is what happened. So yeah, this is the other with the last week. So we came back with this approach. We say that if at all we want to avoid these catastrophic losses, then you have to, as we know, we don't take over, we don't over trade. Yeah, we have eliminated this, taking those unnecessary setups. Yeah, so we came back with that approach. The first day I took a trade and then made the made 250. So yeah, it was a good day. We had already talked about this, having that standard risk on this day. So yeah, the other day I made it was on this day, I remember I had made like around 125, and then the other position, I took another position, but ended up taking this loss. So it was still according to my risk parameter. It was a good risk, it was a good trade. So yeah, nothing. So as you can see, the playbook will always deliver. So what did we talk about? The playbook, if at all we can stay in the game long enough for the playbook to maybe give us the edge. If at all tunasemanga, this playbook is profitable, this playbook has a 75% win rate. Yeah, you can't give it 2 shots and then you expect that playbook to maybe be profitable. All we are doing here is maybe having that time to give the playbook a breather for that playbook to finally work out. So yeah, and then how can you give it a breather? Because if at all you can maintain, if you can maintain that $2,000 account, however risk you're comfortable in, if at all you can manage losing maybe 90 bob, for me 250 is it's good for me. But yeah, if at all your 250 makes you maybe feel like tensing, una shake, una feel yeah, you're not feeling good in that position, maybe lower your risk. So yeah, that maybe that lesson of nilikuwa naambia when I was coming into this game, maybe earn your size. I always hear Nick anasema earn your size. I didn't understand until imehit, until nimeona, yeah, if at all, like I've been saying the playbook is profitable, then I have to give it a consistent amount of time, and then I have to execute as many trades as possible ndio itoke nione the full playbook working out. So yeah, ask yourself, how many trades have you, if you're buying this account, how many trades are you taking in this account? So yeah, maybe having that, maybe are you taking 2 trades and then you're out, ama are you taking 50 trades ama 20 trades? So yeah, give it some time. We saw the playbook start to this thing, and then end up kukua in a wing. So as you can see, we don't take positions as it comes. So this day ilikuwa a no trade day, it was a Friday. Yeah, I call it a week, and that was a week, man. So all in all, even this profit don't really matter. Is this lesson, this valuable lesson of avoiding this catastrophic loss, man. So it's the valuable lesson ya kujua if at all I can compound, then out nini in the long run itatokea nini, I'll be profitable ama ndakuwa napata hiyo nini. So yeah, si kuchase hizo moves. We have heard that yeah, when you chase anything it tends to run away from you, and then chasing it, maybe you're falling bad. So yeah, that was the week. We say that even this coming week, what will we do? We'll stick to that approach of maybe risking 250. So yeah, and then it brings up to this week. So this week, as you can see, it has not been a very trading week. It has been kind of a break-even week. So yeah, we have not taken maybe many trades. So yeah, on Monday we came up to the desk, to kwa desk, but there was no setup. We waited for London session, no NY session. We didn't take any trades, and that was it. So on this Tuesday, I think Tuesday we took I think, yeah, we'll go over those positions. So Tuesday one was it. So Tuesday ilikuwa date 19. Yeah, date 19. When was it? So just a sec. Date 19. Oh, Tuesdays. Oh yeah. Tuesday understood the trade. So yeah, Tuesday we took a good position. Yeah, ilikuwa hii Tuesday tukapata Monday hakuko na position. We took a very beautiful position, but it ended up being a loss because yeah, we learned from this position because yeah, it was a good position. Nick was looking for buys, and then yeah, it didn't close above. We didn't like those buys, but what did it do? Tukapata position poor. It was a good position, but the general thing that happened over here is, if at all the candles zilifunga against us, we talk about that trade. It was a good lesson. Candles zilifunga against us, we could have maybe exited that position, but it was still a W because we still were able to maintain this standard risk of maybe not losing more than 250. It was a good day, even though ilikuwa a red day, but all in all ilikuwa a very great day because it's not about the money you make, man. So nikiwa hapo beginner, when I was in the beginner stage, I used to think that yeah, if the day ends up being a green day, then that's a good day. So yeah, until I realized that it doesn't have to be a green day. If at all I took this lesson, we'll go over that trade. We talked about it on this 20th. We talked about it. We talked how we can maybe avoid this loss. So yeah, coming on Wednesday, there was no position, no Asia trade. So yeah, nothing on London. So these days I was maybe nikianza trading jani yangu, I was waiting for these kind of days, man, when ningepata no trade days, man. So in your beginner stage, there are days zenye wow, it's very tough, man. It's very tough to have no trade days. If at all unaona you are seeing those fluctuations, yeah, you end up maybe pressing buys, you end up pressing sells because you are so eager for those positions. So there were days that I was waiting, man, when will I ever have this no trade day, man? And looking at that week, I had maybe like 2 trade days. So yeah, that was a good day. It was a patient session. We streamed, we showed up every day, but nothing according to our plan, and then we knocked out. And that's a very W, man, because not most people are able to maybe stay in the charts for maybe 2 to 3 sessions and then maybe not come with a trade. So yeah, on Thursday, I took this position. So Thursday we hosted an NY. We hosted 2 sessions. We host NY and then London. Nick was not around. So NY session we took a good loss, a very good loss. Yes, some called out that position. It was a good trade. I loved it. I'll take it over and over, man. So we'll go through over that position. Yeah, I lost it, and then yeah, we disassociate. So coming up to NY session, what did we do? I called another position. It was a W, but the guys made back their loss. The loss that they took on Thursday in London session, they made it back. Most of the guys walipata B, but for me, I was a bit willing to hold that position, but it ended up being a B. So basically all in all, most of these guys, it was maybe a green day, man. All in all, ilikuwa green day for them. But yeah, so I ended up taking that loss. I didn't force anything. Yeah, even though the gang maybe made their loss back in NY, and I was the one who took that. I didn't manage. So yeah, all in all, ilikuwa position poor. So yeah, coming on Friday, on Friday it was a good position. It was a good day. So yeah, this number of trades is the number of trades. So yeah, I didn't take 8 trades. I took only 2 positions. So yeah, these are maybe the contract ama kukatwa. So I only took 2 positions. It was a good. I took a nice Asia trade. Yeah, Sam talked about it. Tulichukua this an Asian trade. So it was a good position. And then I also took later on in NY session, I took a forward target tapped concept, and then that was my week. So all in all, I can say maybe this week was kind of a break even. Yeah, if at all you took a small loss, well and good. But yeah, easy days, they really matter, man. The days that maybe you don't have those positions, like this day, the days that you're managing risk, these days really matter, man. So yeah, I've been able for these 2 weeks, I've been able to learn a lot, because yeah, nimelan. Yeah, I can, if at all the playbook is profitable, I'm seeing it's profitable, because if I can maintain my standard risk, maintain that approach of not maybe having that kuharakisha process, all in all, I'll end up being a lose. You know, being outside, being at the top, man. All in all, maybe this week, maybe you can have maybe a win, maybe 400. Yeah, a 400, then coming around at 250. So yeah, 250, maybe 100, maybe negative 70. Yeah, then Friday positive 600. Yeah, so ina happening hivyo this week. Ijakuwa, it hasn't been the hottest, it hasn't been good, because yeah, we know how to take positions, but it's more about escaping those positions sanye they are not aligning to whatever you are planning out. So yeah, I can say hizo position overall this month jakuwa, like there's some days zenye you can enter into a position and overall it runs to your TP, man. It runs to your TP, but those days they'll come over. So if at all you can keep on accumulating, keep up trading, keep on protecting your capital, yeah, those days they'll come, and with no time you'll be able to pass those accounts, man. So yeah, that's the right approach I've been using. So yeah, maybe we can go over that trade review and then we can move on. Any questions, Steve? Any remarks, man? So Paul, how's your week, man? Overall? So this is a journey, man. We are documenting this journey in front of you guys, man. I'm not afraid of showing you an account. I'm not afraid of showing you losses. Siko afraid of showing you the wins, because this is a game, but most of the people are willing to go show, because they are feeling their ego is being touched, showing you, man, I took a loss. Yeah, the ego is being showed, but us, we're in the journey. We are showing you guys whatever the real trading is, man, because but all you can't soak it up, but that you lose in this game, and how big you lose, then I don't think you'll make it, man. So accepting the loss, they come, but how are you losing? If at all those losses come, una lose aje? Are you getting out of the market? If at all you have that an account and then you take an L, are you getting out of the market completely because the loss has wiped you out, or are you having that small loss and then you can be able to recover? So yeah, remember guys, it's less taking those positions, it's more about taking less positions. So yeah, if at all, it's more about protecting that capital than maybe playing defense, man. It's not wise enough. Maybe if at all you're in that place when you unaweza risk, maybe in that position you can risk like 2 positions, 2 trades, then it's good by you. But for me and those for everyone, maybe you can only be honest with yourself, man. So yeah, niyo kujua earning my size. So yeah, but all in all, this week was kind of a red for me. A small red, but yeah, we move on regardless, man. So yeah, but on the live account, it's kind of bullish, man. The live is always bullish. So yeah, I can say it ni kitu tu poa, man. So having that standard risk but yeah, more of a breather. It has given me more of a breather because I can be able to soak in these small losses, man. So I know all in all I can come in a heater. Yeah, this week coming up we'll have that heater. So yeah, I'm not worried, man. So I know there's positions and gold will maybe run. Maybe there is sometimes you take a position, it hesitates, there's no volume. So this week and the prior week has been kind of like that, man. So there's no volume, kind of slow volume. Yeah, so yeah, that's it, man. That's it. So yeah, maybe we can go over those positions, the trades that we took, and then we'll finish up now with the main thing, man. Identity, how to switch off this identity, how to the identity thing, man, in trading. So yeah, anything, Njoroge, maybe any questions, Stevo? Anyone, man, type it in the chat, man. So anything, man, we can go through. Yeah, maybe clarification yenye unaweza taka kujua why you not showing us. So yeah, it's a journey that maybe you guys are being accountable. I'm portraying to you because I want to be accountable. Nataka kuonyesha we are showing us documenting these journeys, also documenting the losses and what really happens when you are on your way to the top, man. So we all know it's a journey, we all know it needs some time, but if at all you can be honest with yourself, if at all you can stop bullshitting yourself and maybe accept and soak it up the way it is, man. So yeah, maybe you can unaweza fastenisha your journey haraka. So yeah, ndio tunaangalia hivyo, tunajua hivyo, tunataka kujua if at all tuta soak it up hizo losses, if at all tutachukua trades less. So yeah, sisi tunajua hizo struggle, tunasemanga chukua hizo struggles zenye unapitia sahi, man, they use them as fuel, man. So huku hivi, man, huku in our country it's a bit tough, man. It's tough kupata, maybe you can blow that account with maybe 2 days or 3 days, man, but hakuna majob. Unasema majuu, unasema mimi nitaenda DoorDash, I'll go for maybe something, but yeah, tunataka kutumia hiyo problems iko kwa hii country to give us fuel, man. So if at all tunataka hiyo fuel, what do we do, man? We have to be the most patient, man. So you have to be the most patient, unafaa show up, because if at all you gonna dream, if at all this thing you want to do it seriously, then do it for us, man. In life ni game, in life ni GTA, man. Tunaicheza, tuko na a limited time of a limited amount of time to afford to chase the correct way, man. So yeah, if at all this trading thing unataka maybe kulipia bills ama ifanye nini, then kuipatia kuadapt, kukubali kutumia hiyo fuel yangu, man. Mimi naangalia hivi home nasema Okoro na Mzae wananitegemea, man, but mimi niko hapa, mimi nafinya tu buttons, mimi naingia positions zenye azijali, man. Watu hapo hivyo wako strong. PipNest wamehost London session, wanaongea tu hapo kwa stream, wanacheka cheka, they are talking about sauna, wanaongea tu basic, ako willing to trade because many people wako hapa tu kufinya button, wanataka kufeel in action. Livermore wameongelea that how to hiyo dopamine hit ya kufeel in action, man, inakuanga mbaya because you end up overexposing yourself, because badala unaweza kaa kwa chat hivi utapata tu position, unajiva expose na hapo una click button, it's not a good trade. Then what do you do, man? Unaanza kuhope, na tunajua hoping haitakupeleka vizuri, man. Ukihope kwa position una hope, man, uta end up green, but it doesn't happen. You don't have that risk, ujui hadi stop loss yako. Now you are hoping that price ita end up kuku hapo. We all tumetoka kwa hiyo game, tumetoka kwa maybe you guys maybe mko hapo, yeah. So if at all umetoka hapo, man, that's not a good place to go, but yeah, we all go through that same journey, tuna go through until you learn the hard way, man, until unajua, man, me I can't fuck it up, man. Siwezi fuck up, man. Mimi niko hapa, man, familia yangu inanitegemea hapo, bills they are piling up. What do you, man, unataka tu nianze kufinya buttons hapa ama nifanye nini? So ni ile tu kusoak it up, na you have to stop being a baby, man. Unaacha kukua mtoi, unajua, man. Yeah, if at all stafanya hii thing right, man, me sioni ikienda vizuri, man. Maybe you guys maybe hamjafika to that breaking point, maybe most of the guys maybe hawajafika hiyo breaking point yenye unajua, man, this trading thing is the only thing. But if at all umefika hapo, then, man, tukue bold enough, tukue honest enough, tukue man enough, man, tujiambie this thing ni ku manage risk, this thing si kukimbiza, this thing ita take time, yeah, but all in all kushow up the thing, tuna show up daily. That's hiyo ndio inatupeleka close and close to our dreams and goals, man. So yeah, we all know the dream, kila mtu akona dream yake, kila mtu, we always talk about the dream, we always talk about the vision, tuongeanga everything, man. Yeah, you want to be the best version of yourself. So tunajua trading ni basi yenye itatupeleka hapo. As we are looking for freedom, we always talk about family victories, man. Been having there maybe Aleko, man, Alex, you're calling us, umenda maybe on vacation because of this trading thing. Family victories, you can do whatever with your family, whenever, at whatever time, man. But yeah, tunataka ku escape that kind of matrix, man. Tunajua we are the highest form of God's creation, but everything yet, man, if at all you can see it, you can have it, man. So yeah, we have to do it the right way, we have to do it the way then tutakaa kwa hii game sana. So yeah, tukianza, we talked about having that seed we have already planted, na into the work, man. We have to do the work. Most of the guys wako ready kufanya hii work, man. So like Njoroge maybe this is the second week, man, ametujoin, amekuwa patient, ajai miss. So yeah, unaona this guy is dedicated, man, because if at all we are doing something and then you can see maybe man, nimeanza kuona miss chukui trades mob, nimeanza kuwa patient, if at all uta flip up, maybe uta tilt kiasi, we can understand because kila mtu lazima apitie hapo, man. Si mbaya kufail, si mbaya kufail kwa hii game, man. Kila mtu lazima apitie hapo, lazima ajue, but ndaka kwa hiyo game long enough ama ndaka kwa hiyo failure zone ama nita move away from that. So yeah, that's it, man. The vision is real, kila mtu anajua hizo family victories, man, but we have to do it the right way, man. Ndio the work. I'm very proud of you guys to show up, man. It's a Saturday. Maybe ungekuwa hapo na familia yako, maybe uko somewhere you are chilling, but you chose this time kukuja hapa ku listen to whatever we are speaking. Just a few ku separate yourself because yeah, there's something, man, kuna hiyo uko na some desire, man. So yeah, that's it. Any questions before we move on to the other thing, to the other trade review, and then maybe inaitwa nini? Inaitwa yeah. So that's the week. So yeah, a break-even week, a very patient week, not trading week kinda. So yeah, na tumesave capital and then we move on to the other week. So yeah, we'll talk about right now tutaongelea about just a sec. Yeah, so yeah, maybe some really nice trade reviews and then so yeah, to move on from there. Yeah, so yeah, trade reviews. So Monday we didn't find any position, so we can maybe I can go through over hizo positions zenye nilichukua. So it was on the 19th. So 19th, this is the position. So yeah, 19th, can you see the screen? So kama unaona the 19th tulichukua hii position, tulikuwa bullish but goal ilitoka outside the range. So what did we do? Tulijua therefore imefunga bearish, but what do you do sanye tunaongoja structure? Maybe this is the structure yenye tunajuanga high low. So something like that, maybe to range, something like that, maybe a breakout for maybe yeah, tunajua overall this is the market trend yenye maybe kinda price inakuanga to range hapo. So overall inakuanga around something, tuna range, tuna drive, tuna range, tuna drive. So yeah, what did we do here? Tulifanya nini? Tuli breakout. Yeah, we wanted these sales all along. Tulikuwa na very nasty range hapo hivyo. Tulikuwa na very nasty range. Yeah, we wanted that breakout, but hatukupata anything there. There was no top wick here. If at all this candle made maybe a very nice top wick to the week fill and maybe, but we didn't find anything. What did we wait? Tukangoja that for our closure. The 4 closure closed up maybe something like this. So we had a drive. The 4 was bearish, ili close up, but ilikuwa ime close to an area, man. Ilikuwa ime close ikirespect some area. So yeah, we had a very nice week to fill. So that 4 ilifanya nini? Hiyo 4 ilikuja ikaanza ku break hizi highs. So what do you expect? So the 4 ikaanza ku break those highs. Una expect nini? hii kitu maybe ita push. So una expect before itengeneza top wick, the moment inaanza ku-break hizo lows, this candle una expect ikue a very nice bearish closure, ikue maybe imefeel that weak fill, and then the candle inakaa something like that. So yeah, we were waiting for that weak fill. Tulikuwa na very strong weak fill, na the weak fill was this 15-minute structure. So yeah, weak fill ilikuwa hii 15-minute structure. So yeah, kulikuwa na support. So Nick was waiting for these buys, it took a 15, but there was a 30 hapa hivi kwa hii line hapo, there was a 30, I think hapo there was a 30 support to the left, ito haikufunga above. So as tulingoja waku activated, so yeah, ama those buyers waku activated. So you remember Nick and the people walikuwa activated because tunajua the 4 is bearish, even though tumefunga tukirespect, tukangoja that activation. So yeah, tukangoja that 15 kind of sells onion play to feel weak. I entered this position over here, ika drive down, but yeah, ikaanza ku close somehow against me, but the 30 ilifunga bearish. So yeah, the 30 closed up bearish, so ilifunga bearish, and then tukaend up ku take a loss. So the thing yenye tulipata hapo ni the 30 ilienda up kufunga back in the range. How do we, the lesson tulipata hapo, because easy candles, maybe if at all this closure, if at all we had this bearish closure on this 15, maybe something like that, it could have still be in this position tuongoje maybe a drive later on, but hizo candles they didn't close below, hazikufunga in our favor. Stops zilikuwa hapo juu, yeah, hazikufunga in our favor. Maybe if at all we close something like tulikuwa tuna expect maybe a weak fill and maybe tapping into these areas, there was no closures like that. Instead what we started closing up, tulianza kufungaje, tulianza kufunga against our time frame ama our direction. So we end up closing something like this, the 15 ingine ikakam ikatengeneza low, ikakuja around break even in a sec, and the moment ilianza ku break hizo highs ikatu stop out, ikakaa something like that. So yeah, ikaanza kwenda bullish. So if at all this we manage risk, na if at all easy closures venye the first closure ili close very strong against the 30 ili close back in the range, tunge exit your position maybe whatever. So that's why tuliongelelea, yeah, it doesn't matter man, either niko profit ama niko green ama niko whatever, if at all your trade imefunga against me, then niko obligated man ku close your position. Na sitaki uka hapo kwa hope, sitaki uka hapo nikihope ati itakuja inipatie green, but yeah, ku escape kwa hiyo position the man venye inakuja, that's the key thing man. So yeah, that was the trade. Yeah, so yeah, it was a good position man. So it was the 19th, it was a Monday loss. So yeah, coming up on Tuesday we didn't, maybe on Tuesday we had no trade day. It was a Tuesday hatuko na any positions, but yeah, on Wednesday, Tuesday we had a position, no position. So yeah, Monday was a no position kind of day. Yeah, Monday is when we didn't have position. Tuesday we had one. Wednesday we didn't have. So Wednesday hatukupata position, but on Thursday we took a position. So the position ya Thursday inakaa hivi. So yeah, it was a clean breakout, ilikuwa breakout poa. Yeah, tulikuwa na very nice week to feel very nice clean traffic to the left. So clean traffic ilikuwa hapo, tulikuwa tuna anticipate hii candle itapewa bottom week until around hapa, but yeah, we had a closure below the range. Tulikuwa tumeplan hii position, everything was seeming right. Yeah, but hakukuwa na hiyo follow through, so we got activated. Tulikuwa tunasemaje, yeah, we got activated in that position that yeah, everything ilikuwa ina close up vizuri. So what did we wait, tulingoja if at all, because tulichukua loss on I think on Tuesday, tukasema if at all this that itafunga back in the range, something maybe if at all this candle close something like this, something like that, then we wouldn't have to wait for this other candle. So tukasema if at all tutapata closures inafunga against us, tutakuwa tuna skid out hizo position regardless, tuko -10, -20, -30, tutakuwa tukitoka kwa hizo position. But hii candle venye unaona ilifunga, it closed in our direction, ili close irrespective. So we held into this position, tukajua if at all volume ita come up, then this candle likely gonna likelihood to maybe come for a top week and maybe do something like that. So kukujia that kind of topic a bit, and then maybe break the laws aggressively, but haikufanya hivyo. It was just a random push, to stop out, and then yeah, it was a good position, clean traffic to the left, everything. Remember hapa hivi size inakumata, because if at all unaweza kuwa kwa hii position na if at all hatuna hiyo a standard risk ya maybe 250 na umechukua hii position, ni A+, iko na very nice, iko na clean traffic, unaangalia tu hapa ikifanya tu hivi, una assume hii trade uliingia hapo na itaanza kuenda hivi, itaka something like that. So yeah, unafaa ujue whatever you are risking, you always see the profit mark, but uoni kenye una risk. So yeah, kukuwa na that standard risk, kukuwa na that standard approach. If at all hii position inaweza kuwa against me, itakuwa imemaliza account yangu, ama niko na another fighting chance. Yeah. So that's why we always talk about hiyo kukuwa na approach yenye tutakaa in the game until your playbook ijitokeze fully. So yeah, tunakuwa na that approach. We took a loss, it was a minor loss on my side. Yeah, and then tukakama up maybe tukakuja NY session on Thursday, tulihost NY session, and then this was the position for NY. So early on unaweza ona hapa to the left, unaweza ona this is the position we took. So hapa hivi tuliingia hizi cells, we wanted a drive to this zone, but stops zetu tulistop you around hapa. So hatuku hope if at all una stops hii kitu ingekuja hapo iblow account. Unaona venye tu ili pop up, because uko married, unajomani hii kitu lazima inipe do, hii kitu lazima iende favor yangu, unatoa stops. That's what I used to do as an amateur. I didn't accept the laws as they came. Najua tu hii position juu nime over risk, juman mimi nataka hiyo do, nafaa nilipe rent, nafaa nifanye nini, una over risk, you stay to this position long enough. Yeah, inakuja inakumaliza account and then ina drive. So yeah, tulika outside of that, tukajua sisi ni professional. Yeah, we take an L like professional. Tunajua sisi watoi, hatufai kulia about anything. So yeah, later on tukakuja NY. I took a beautiful sell. It was a 30 salary, 930, 15 salary. 15 ilikuwa like a breakout somehow. Yeah, hii position ilikuwa live hapo YouTube to NY session, so ili drive, but as you can see ended up maybe closing this position break even. Ili ni hit break even because I was expecting a steeper drive, maybe it up into these areas hapa. So this is what I was expecting, maybe some it up hivyo, and then maybe ningechukua partial. So most of the gang walichukua hizo partials. Yeah, Paul alipata maybe a sniper exit from here hapa hivyo, alikuwa ameshachukua snag partial zake. Hilo senye tulichukua earlier haikuwa ikarudishwa. So yeah, that was the thing, man. So that was the trade. So yeah, that was the trade yenye tulichukua NY. For me, I didn't manage it the best because I was anticipating maybe a bigger push. So there's nothing wrong with that, but the good thing ni acha stops hapa. Stops zilikuwa around back in the range hapo. So I didn't hope at hii kitu lazima drop, because if at all ime tap into these areas, nafaa nijuaje mimi prefer hii kitu ime tap inaweza reject. So I have to go break even, ni manage risk yangu, ni manage if at all nimekataa ku snag some partials hapa, niende break even for the least, man. Sitaki kupoteza any do. Ilikuwa maybe umeona position imeenda maybe 300 and then hakuna haja, man, hakuna haja ikuje ikutoa maybe minus something. So yeah, siko hope, nikatoka break even, and then I ended up calling it a day, man. I was a little salty kiasi, yeah, but nilijua probability itajipa. If at all I took up a good loss hapa hivi na ingine ikaenda break even, but yeah, nothing too big. I managed risk. It was I anticipated a bigger push out of that, maybe it could come to feel this week to the left hapo, but yeah, nothing seems ili work out. But yeah, I ended up calling it a day na a red day, man. So yeah, a small loss doesn't hurt, man. So but a big loss itakumaliza. So yeah, that was the trade. So coming up NY session, nini Asia on Friday, that is jana niliingia in this kind of position over here. So yeah, this is the position I took yesterday. It was a breakout. It was a 15 minutes, this is a 30 minutes breakout. Yeah, so slash a 15 salary, so it was the position ya jana Asia. For our open nilingoja that steeper topic, the candle ikaanza kubreak hizo lows, as you can see niliingia kwa hiyo position around hapa. Yeah, this thing ili drive kiasi, but yeah, ili close up something like this, so maybe I can draw it to you. So yeah, this candle closed up something like this, and then the other candle ikafanya nini, ikaanza kufanya hivi, ikafunguka bila bottom width. So what do you do ukipata hii scenario? But only candle inaweza amua kuflip, maybe ujui mahali itakujia hiyo topic, inaweza flip ikuje ikupate B ama ikupate stops, but yeah, haiko na stop loss na imebreak hizo all those lows, na looking left kulikuwa na a support on the hourly candle. So venye ili break hizo lows bila hiyo bottom wick, I skated out of that position, nika close maybe some partials. Yeah, na this was it. So position ilikuwa inakaa something like this. My position was looking like this. This was the position yenye niliskate out. So yeah, I took those cells, venye li break close nikachukua some partials, and then hiyo ingine ikakuja nikitrail stops ikakuja ikani hit. So yeah, it was a good day, ilikuwa a nice position an Asia. I was looking to maybe manage until kwa hii week fill up. So yeah, ilikuwa a good trade, but all in all manage partials, nilichukua something. So yeah, ended up maybe having agreed, nilipata a nice Asia session. So yeah, that was the position. Yeah, W. So later on, jana jioni ended up having a very nice position pia. It was this trade here. So yeah, ilikuwa forward target concept. So all in all, Kenya tuliona tumesha feel maybe these weeks to the left, tusha zitap, tusha activate these sellers hapa. So yeah, these sellers walikuwa activated na hii liquidity. So tunaona the rejections iko hapa. So I waited a closure above the 15, tulikuwa na kind of support zone hapa, waited for this closure. I took buys on the rebreak of the highs. Yeah, it can drive up. This 15 opened up without a bottom wick. So what do? Nataka maybe at least ikibreak hizi highs nichukue partials, and then I start trailing. So I took those partials, and then that was my trade. I call it a week, I call it a Friday. I had 2 positions. Yeah, this trade over here in position hapa, and then this other one. So it was a Friday, I called it a session. So yeah, that was the week, man. So those are the trades. They have not been hakuna positions mingi, but yeah, zenye tunapata according to our plan we participate in them. So yeah, maybe someone anaweza uliza, hey man, mbona unachukua hizi position ndogo ndogo, mbona uwezi snipe hizi moves kama hizi moves man, mbona uchukua hizi positions kubwa kubwa? But that's why tunakuja hapa kwa plan yetu. Yeah, sisi tuko na playbook. We have a playbook yenye iko profitable na tunaifanya regardless, man. So hiyo playbook tunachukua nga position, iko na playbook yenye a handful of setups, man. So most of you guys akina Jorango wanazijua, akina think ni Beatrice ama I don't know. So yeah, that's the thing, man, kumanage your capital. Na hiyo ndio Friday. That was my Friday. Yeah, that was my week, man. So yeah, beautiful week, beautiful netoje beautiful setups zenye nilichukua, zenye zilienda kuwa loss. Yeah, I don't care, but all nilimanage risk well and good, man. So yeah, W, any position you guys maybe mlichukua apart from those trades? So jana we had to have that NY session, but venye tulikuja later hiyo NY, niliangalia nikasema until we maybe wait for a closure, ma volume break hizo highs, break hizo lows, tutoke kwa hizo that kind of range, then up to then your positions maybe tuanza kuzitafuta. So yeah, so I was enjoying my time, nilikuwa in a sauna. So yeah, so I had to maybe to call it off, man, because ni Friday, mbona tu for setups tumekuwa. Yeah, so yeah, there are sometimes yenye Friday ningekuwa na pack, man, hizi position Friday ingekuwa ina lead to a red day ama ina blow account zako zote. So yeah, Friday I like it to be kind of chilly, kind of slow. I'm taking the best of the best position. So yeah, Paul, did you get a hold of this ama anyone? Stevo? Yeah. I know this is this B Kamau ama Beth Kamau, something like that. Yeah. Beth.
Good afternoon. Ni Beatrice.
Oh, ni Beatrice.
Yeah.
Morning.
Good afternoon. How are you?
Afternoon. We're good, man.
Mhm.
Any
So
positions ulichukua? Huh?
no, this week I was feeling a bit tired. So this week nilikuwa a bit overwhelmed. So I was just
Yeah.
watching.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
So hiyo ni kinda tough man for maybe beginners. Hawezi kaa kuwatch man, anajua man, Beatrice unasema una watch na maybe bill iko hapo ina come up, hii bill ina come up, nitafanya nini? Sijalipa rent, but yeah, si hiyo kuforce. Ataka uko na bills na pile up, utafinya tu buy ama utafinya sell. Maybe kama hujaifinya utafinya, but sisi wenye tumefinya I end up vizuri man. You can't force your money. The only way to make money kwa hii game ya uko na hiyo, yeah, uta make money kwa hizi pushes but hautaweza kuzikeep man. So ni kinda tough kusikia maybe Beatrice anasema I was just watching man. I was just watching. Hapo sasa ndo unajua level yenye yako, the level that she is man. If at all hata bills iko piling up, yeah, I have to stick to whatever nimesema. Me I'll just watch. I don't care, but si hata nikifinya hiyo button ndio nitalipa bill ama ndio nitafanya nini. So ya kujua na hizo vitu zenye umezi set up man. So yeah, I think that's
my takeaway for this week ni ati we've been so much programmed to the fact that when we work we must be paid, or if we are not paid, it's like someone is robbing us. But in this thing we're doing, you don't have to be paid immediately. You put in the work and then it will pay off someday, not immediately. Yeah. So that kept me showing up actually, because I know I'm putting in the work and it will pay off someday.
W man, love to hear that man, because this is the separation. It's a Saturday man. Tungekuwa hapo maybe tuna chill, maybe umechill, but sisi we keep on remembering maybe 2 years, 3 years down the line there was a seed that we planted man. There was a seed man we planted, and we have to keep on taking care of the seed man. The seed ni our dreams and goals na visions zetu, na the seed of trading man. How do we take care of it? How do we keep on watering that seed ndio maybe isioze huko? You have to keep on showing up man. Hizi ndio reps. Yeah, tungetaka kuchill out ama tufanye nini? We are lazy. It's a Saturday. Maybe go have maybe some beers ama maybe do some other kind of stuff man. But tuko hapa tuna separate, tunajua the seed man must be watered man. If at all nikaiacha hivyo itakauka, then the vision, the dream itaanza kufade away man. We have to keep on reminding ourselves the dream. We have to keep on reminding ourselves the vision, and this is the work man. There is no other way. There is no other shortcut. There is no other man. Iku show up daily, put in those reps man, itatupeleka hapo man. So yeah, those are the trades, hizo ndio tunaweza ongelelea. So maybe you can jump on to an identity or identity shift yenye maybe we kind of need. So yeah, so I'm proud man. I'm proud of this journey na niko proud kuonyesha whatever ina happen. So kind of the approach yenye niko na I'll maybe stick to that systematic risk ya kurisk maybe to 50, and then maybe nimalize hii month nione venye ita end up. So yeah, yep. So it's more about less kufanya than ni kuchill out tu. So yeah, if at all unataka kupata those 6 Saturdays and a Sunday, you have to maybe keep showing up man, regardless kushow up. So hadi unakumbuka hizo times zenye maybe hiyo time hiyo terms zenye Nika nasemanga kuanza yako. So mtoi all you know, tunajua mtoi aanzangi kutembea na anzanga kuanza yake ya kuwalk. So hii ni jani pia ya tunachukua hii jani yenye tunajua tuliplant seeds zetu, tunajua we have to keep watering, because sasa tutakuwa tunagonga maybe some alisema the other day 2000 maybe 100 people wanakuja hapo kwa Zooms. Hapo sasa ndio kila mtu anataka kuharvest man. Hapo sasa ndio kila mtu anataka kuchukua signals, but all you know watu wenye wanatokea hapa day in day out man, this team 10 people wenye wana show up man. Yeah, tunajua the seed tumeplant. That's when kila mtu huko hivyo nje watu wanajua kuna hii PipNest signal, nenda uchukue hapo signal. When sasa hapo ndio maybe tumedialing, tunajua tumedialing kwa playbook, a playbook setup like this, we end up maybe losing this position. Hapo ndio unasikia hawajui kutrade, they start quacking, they start maybe bashing, but tunajua they are just here for the results, wako hapa for the fruits man, but they are not. Hawaku hapo when you are putting the work, hawaku hapo wenye tulikuwa tunasow tukiwater man. Remembering kusow, unaweza come on a day, maybe uko na day moja man, one day umekaibu chini, umefikiria dream yako, umefikiria vision yako, and then what happens, hiyo kitu unakuja, maybe umefikiria hiyo vision, una feel pumped up, una feel adrenaline imekuhit man, mimi nita achieve whatever I want man, mimi nita achieve. But the hardest part ni keep showing up man, keep showing up regardless, however broke you are, however lost, ama however you feel frustrated, una show up man. So that's the work man, regardless man. So yeah, tunajua that's the work yenye kila mtu yuko willing kufanya, but sisi will get a bunch of those sessions, tuta get a bunch of those webinars, tuta put in the work, but yeah, tunajua the harvest is plentiful, but the workers are few man. So yeah, he keep showing up. So to use hizo challenges zenye kila mtu ana face huko home, hizo struggles, hizo maybe those struggles zenye mnapitia huko hivyo, yeah, kuzitumia kama fuel man, because kila mtu anadhani hii journey ni maybe inaitwaje, maybe ni una win everything. So that's why tuko hapa, tuna document hii journey yetu, tukionyesha see about the wins, ama the quick wins. Hapa ni about kukua consistent, kukua allow hiyo playbook itoke long enough until yeah tuweze enjoy hizo wins man. So yeah, morning Sam, afternoon Sam man, you left me for dead man, but good thing man, biti zako hapa. Yeah, the good thing akina Polo wako hapa man. So yeah yeah, tumekuwa na webinar poa, tumeongelelea about identity trends zenye tulichukua. Yeah, we are having the best weekend of our lives man. So yeah, tumeongelea hizo approach, so maybe tunaweza tuende hiyo part yenye identity. I'm trying to get back to whatever yeah, this is what we are discussing earlier on. Tulikuwa tuna discuss about easy approach. So this is the approach yenye maybe always coming back, you can come back from any situation as long as is the other base hits, kuchukua base hits venye zina come. But in order to attain all of these, what do you have to do man? Unafaa ufanye nini? Unafaa uko na that systematic approach man. So yeah, I think that's it man, hivyo ndio tuko nayo. So yeah, maybe the identity part, maybe tunaweza guzia about ni off and on the charts man. The other thing tunaweza guzia ni off and on the charts man. So yeah, maybe guys, hakuna mwenye amenipatia feedback. There was a thing yenye niliwa plug na Call of the Heart, Beatrice, Call of the Heart, maybe Paul, how is it? Call of the Heart, the app, maybe guys mmekumbuka kunini? Njoroge, umeangalia?
I haven't. Ulieka kwa group ama?
Just
I
end up
just
kwa
heard
Play
you talk
Store.
about it, but I didn't.
Yeah, so just end up kwa Play Store, download an app inaitwa Call of the Heart. Beatrice man, I didn't expect it from you.
Sorry. I just heard you talk about it on the stream, I think on some London session.
Yeah, so go check it out man, and check it out man. I'm plugging you. This is the gem man. Go download, hadi kaa uko hapo, fungua tu Play Store, hiyo kitu inakaa, it's the best man. So yeah, so we always talking, it's a spiritual inaku, yeah, you'll just check it out man. So the thing hapa tunaongelea ni about identity man. So identity, maybe you guys maybe mnasianga watu wakisema how you do one thing is how you do everything man. So kwa charts, maybe how you do one thing, uko nje unafanya nini man. So all in all tunakuwa na these rituals zenye maybe you do off and on the stream, man. So uko nazo, what do you do? Ama do you engage in those habits? Maybe jana umekuwa hangover, umekuja hapa unaingia kwa chats, unaangalia hii ni breakout ama hii ni salary, something like that. But yeah, uko na that systematic approach, man, kujua this life, if at all ataka nimegain all the money I ever wanted, man, because gain all that cash, gain everything, and then end up losing the kingdom of God, then I'm not worth, man. I'm not worth, man. Tuko na purpose, and the purpose is that will of God, and that will of God is what? To accept, ama to believe that he died for our sins, man. To believe that Jesus Christ, man, died for our sins, and that's the will of God. So I didn't grow up nikijua hivi. So yeah, that Core of the Heart, it's an app. It's by Johnny Cheng. You guys check it out, man. It's the best thing, man. That's the best thing I can gift you, man. So that's the best thing. Even not an account, just go check it out, man. So yeah, it's in a car like this, Core of the Heart daily. So just check it out. You can also devotion. So yeah. So about that identity, tunajua sisi kila mtu venye we always talk about our dreams and goals. Tunaongelea maybe gari, tunaongelea about being the best version of ourselves. That's an identity, because if at all unakuja maybe unakuja ulikuwa hapo, maybe uko na luck, maybe you all know your bad habits kenye mtu anafanyanga, uko na nini, but that bad habit that is holding you back haiwezi kupeleka to the next level, man. The same thing, man, the knowledge yenye ulikuwa nayo about trading ukianza, see the knowledge yenye inakupeleka to that 8-figure trader. We have to identity shift, man. So identity shift ni whatever we are doing, man, whatever we are accepting to become, man. So we all know Al Nightingale anasemanga, we become what we think about, man. So if at all mimi I'm a successful trader, man, I'm always thinking about being a success. I'll always become an success, but kuna habits zenye you have to put in practice, man. So those rituals, maybe guys, about your morning routine, maybe inakuangaje, maybe do you wake up in a hurry, maybe kukimbia, do you have those habits? Because tunasikianga how you do one thing is how you do everything, man. So hii tunajua hii game inahitaji patience, inahitaji discipline, inahitaji motivation. Hizo words zenye people wanna pull out, man, those big words, but how do you attain those patience, man? Masikia mtu anasema patient, discipline, but how do we attain those patience, man? So we always talk about your confidence, yeah, hizo in the charts. You all know tunasemanga confidence is what it's confidence grows, ama confidence comes by you doing, ama taking that action, man. Maybe siwezi feel confident, maybe can I invest na siwezi feel confident. I'm feeling confident because I've put in the work, nimeenda gym, nimefanya nini, I've been doing it, man. I feel confident, I can say it. But kama siendi gym, sifanyi nini, I'm not feeling confidence, naanza kukaa hivi, unaona. But confidence comes from doing, man. So what do we tunagenaje confidence in the charts? How do we gain confidence in those positions? We have to keep showing up, man. Kushow up, man. Doing part ni kushow up. Yeah, hiyo learning process yote, hiyo knowledge yenye unajua mi easy playbook setup sitaiangalia hivi hiki sichukui positions, ama me I'm just watching. So that's the confidence, because you've been there, umeona. So yeah, so that's the confidence. Na hizo vitu zenye how do you attain those discipline, man? Hizo discipline tunaweza go through by maybe having yourself, maybe you guys mnaweza easy see AI, maybe guys you have some books hapa hivi, yeah, kusoma hizo books, maybe some personal development. Unasikianganika akisema your level of self development haiwezi, ama your level of richness ama success cannot surpass your level of self development. She crazy, man. Nati success yako, man, haiwezi pass development yako. So self development ni nini? Kujua the knowledge yenye uko nayo about this life is not about money. So if at all tunataka hiyo success yenye tunaongelelea, if at all tunataka hizo dreams yenye tunafanya, self development yetu ni gani, man? Discipline yenye tunafaa tufanye ni gani, man? So there's nothing bad about maybe having ukwenda huko nyona, maybe wana have those drinks when in the parties. Hakuna anything bad, but if at all tunataka that version, unajua version yenye unataka kukua, unajua the dreams yenye unataka kufanya. So yeah, niyo practice tu kujiuliza but all na sit hapa hivi na visualization na kaa hivi nasema maybe najiona na Subaru, I'm seeing my girl hapo, nenda for some coffee run. What do I see? I'm seeing my PipNest akina Beatrice hapo wameenda vacation, watu wana post ma payouts. Naangalia nini hapo? Naona maybe community tumefungwa community, watu wana enjoy, people are making money, family victories. But what am I not seeing? I'm seeing maybe me hapo niko kwa gari outside, niko vacation, nasoma book. But what am I not seeing? I'm not seeing myself in a club. I'm not seeing myself nikiwa nimeshika whiskey. I'm not seeing myself maybe having that the nyash on top of you. I'm not seeing myself in those situations, man. Najiona in those situations when my host Nick, the community is growing. That's the dream, man. So we just came out of maybe 10 years, man. So the journey yenye ni kwanza too slow, man. So vitu zenye maybe Kenya unaona ina kuhold back. Kwa hivyo tu unaangalia what's the dream life yenye nataka in this 5 years, 10 years. Unai out, unaichora. Ni nini uoni hapo, man? Ni nini uoni kwa hiyo dream? Unaona maybe pombe hapo, unaona anything, unaona masigara usioni. Unaona maybe your kids laughing, maybe you're seeing your wife taking your wife on a vacation, you are seeing everything, the beautiful house, the beautiful car, the meet up with friends, having coffee, taking flights, traveling the world. But kuna vitu zenye uzioni, and hizo vitu uko nazo sahi. How do you approach them? You have to cut them out, man. Na kucut out, you don't judge, yani it's a step, man. The same thing kwenda too slow, man. It doesn't have maybe you are too overindulged in drugs ama nini. You have to take it slow, man. Kuipeleka pole pole, cut out. Maybe if at all you are drinking, maybe unafanya nini. It's nothing bad. Tunajua the pressures of the life ama nini zinatu consume into thinking that tunapata peace, man. Maybe that's one more bottle itanipatia the peace. Maybe nimekaa hapa tumepata loss, nimeanza kufeel I'm tired, man. I need to have a breather. Nasema maybe nataka kwenda club, I need to, maybe bills zimepile up, nafanya nini. You think that your peace ukisip that the peace itakam, but definitely 100% you don't get that satisfaction. Unaanga hiyo satisfaction, una feeling what the fuck did I just do, man? Una feel hivyo. So yeah, the peace tunajua, the only peace, man, the peace yenye tunataka sisi wote, it all comes from the cross, man. The cross, man. The cross hapo ndio peace yetu iko, man. The cross through Christ Jesus. Ni accept, man. Alisema it is finished, man. Your heavy heart, your kufeel, man, hizi vitu they are burdening me. Na feel, man, I'm not having peace. I'm broken. But what do you do, man? Unafanya nini kwa hiyo situation, man? Just check, peleka hiyo nini to the cross, man. Take it to the cross, man. Uipelekaje to the cross? Ipeleke kwa God, man. Ipeleke tu, lay it all down, man. Ipeleke tu kwa God. Ipeleke in everything, because anasemaje, come to me all that are heavy burdened and I'll give you rest, man. Your rest is coming from any situation. Ina come from leaning everything, every thought, everything, man. Tunajua hizo thoughts zetu ni corruptive. Tunajua everything is not easy thoughts, maybe zinatu mislead. Unapata hiyo voice yenye nakwambia maybe go for that one bottle, maybe do something, maybe fanya hivi, twende hiyo bukla, twende tufanya nini. Paul pigia hapo mashories, man, tupatane the vault, no, something like that. But there's nothing coming out of this thought yenye ni good, but everything unaijudge, unaipeleka kwa God, unaipeleka everything. So that's the peace we are talking about, kupata hiyo peace, man. Kufeel uko fulfilled, man. Uko fulfillment inakuja nimelay down, man. The peace that una accept, man, I can't do anything, I've just laid it out to God, man. God, me, I'm broken, I'm broken, I'm feeling tired, I'm feeling everything. But once you accept that me have no control, man. The same thing inakuja kwa trading. Una feel, man, mi sina control emotions zangu, mi nataka do. I can't just press buys. Nimefinya hivyo buys, nimefinya sells, but inaenda up kunimaliza. Nimefinya sells, but what do? You rest. Unairest ya kwa playbook. That's why tunasemanga playbook or nothing. A plus setup ama setup plate ama nothing. So tuna rest everything. The same thing inakuja in all us. Tuna rest everything to Christ, because alisema it's finished, man. So yeah, tuna accept kumpatia everything. Yeah, tunajua in the long run sisi will attain that purpose, that peace, man. So yeah, unaweza jidanganya unasema that bottle, man, mimi nimesikia fiti, but deep down if you're honest with yourself, ama those habits zenye uko nazo and all about maybe drinking ama nini ama smoke, yeah, hizo zote ama smoking ama doing that, man, hazina hiyo peace, man. The peace only comes through Christ, man. So yeah, I'm looking forward, man. We are not here maybe to talk about trading thing, man. Tuko hapa push ourselves, man, to be the best version of ourselves, kuattain hizi dreams, man. If at all hizo dreams zenye tunazitaka haziwezi kuja out of the blue, man. You have to sweat it for it, man. Nasikianga watu wanasema, man, there was a time, man, me I thought this thing will give me, but it's a never ending journey, man. We have, if at all tunasemanga trading ni mindset ama trading ni knowing thyself inakuja in all ways, man. Mimi najua, man, kuna kitu yenye inani hold back, maybe you're not patient if at all, ama kuna kitu ka discipline kana crack down, so it trickle down obviously to your trading. So yeah, maybe there are some habits zenye niko nazo, I have to cut them out. Yeah, no everyone is not perfect, man. So tuko hapa to sharpen one another. We talk about the goals, tunaongelea even those the necessary work yenye inafai happen, man. So yeah, I'm rooting for you guys, man. So yeah, sioni another way. I'm only seeing ways to the top, man. If at all tunaweza show up for our dreams and goals, tuna show up whenever, however we are feeling. Yeah, hakuna anything yenye easy happen. So yeah. The identity, man. Anything, maybe Beatrice, Paul, man. Paul, you're quiet. Anything to add up before?
Yeah, morning, Joe.
Morning.
I think most are so keen to identity shifts.
Yeah.
You must become fast before it comes to the reality.
Yeah.
Where's profitable trader na bado na behaving some certain behaviors.
Yeah. That's the identity, man.
So these are two small steps that I do daily.
Yeah.
Kwanza tukue tu. Identity ndio muhimu hata before anything.
Yeah.
Identity.
Yeah. Kuembody.
So keep showing up daily. Nisema game ni kuembody the identity.
Yeah. Embodiment, man.
Kila time unacheka trade unajiuliza Nick angechukua hii trade, Magnus angechukua hii trade, Kevin angechukua hii trade.
Yeah. Identity, man. So yeah, niko appreciative, man. We don't usually.
Alafu game ni tulisema game ni it was a long term.
Yeah.
Game ni long term. Like it was to put the payouts and in the first month. Alafu what you change. Hii game ni tunakama for a long term too. Yeah.
Yep.
Hivyo tuna appreciate pia kujitokeza kubonga. Tuna appreciate man. Tuna appreciate it. Tuna do ni tutaka mtu kuiona in future.
Yep. I'm already seeing, man. Naiona because I'm seeing it in you, man. Naona, yeah, I'm pumped up because nata hizo family. But all I'm saying family victories, man. Even ndio nataka you guys uko hivyo, we are here, man. We are doing it for free. Tunataka kujidevelop. Most of them maybe wanalipisha ama hata wanafanya for free, but yeah, I'm happy, man. I'm happy kuona hiyo. Yeah, I'm happy kuona hiyo growth, kuona whatever ina happen. So yeah, so yeah, niko appreciative. I've already seen, man. Nikiona nyinyi mkishow up, man, mnanipatia hiyo motivation nikijua ni sato, but Paul ametokea, man. Paul akona mtoi na nakaa mtu kusikiza kenye tunaongea. So inanionyesha aje si bullshit tunaongea, si crap tunaongea. We are talking about leveling ourselves. Tunataka move to the other stages of life. So yeah, that's it, man. So yep, identity, man. To embody what told me nataka kusema me I'm a profitable, nafaa ni act in a way that me ni profitable. So yeah, Yeah, I think it's time, man. Amaje Beatrice. Yeah, I think it's time. I think it's time tunaweza call it tupatane next week. Paul,
Yeah,
post
to
post
start
manze.
sets and also day trade. So I think it's okay.
Yeah, I think it's time. Tumejiseparate, si kila mtu si tumegain man, whatever tumefanya ama Kenya tumefanya, tumepata hiyo something man. So yeah, I think tunaweza vibe out to enjoy ourselves hizo evening, hizo weekends, go spend some time with your family, enda dream build, enda uone those goals of yours, enda ufanye everything man. So sikukaa kwa chats ama sikukaa sahii unaangalia Bitcoin. Yeah, enda ujibambe man, imekuwa tough week. So yeah, I think it's time man. So I'm appreciative of you guys man, kushow up regardless, show up. Yeah, so ni sato. So yeah, inani pump up, tupatane next week man. So yeah, hizo talks zenye tumeongea, I hope you guys man you'll run away with it pia. Yeah, it will be appreciative man. So yeah, we keep showing up man. Love you guys. Maybe Paul manze, thanks for hooking up na hiyo sauna. Yesterday nilikuwa na sauna session man, the best man. I couldn't hold for more than 15 man. The moment nilifungua hiyo mlango man, I felt like running away. Yeah, the best feeling man. So yeah, nilifungua hiyo mlango nikasikia kurun away. So the temperatures ni crazy. So yeah, I had some good time man. So Steve Beatrice man, check it out man.
Sure, you can't do more than 15.
But I niliingia in those, I did a bunch of 5 times, nilikuwa na target maybe 12 minutes and above. So yeah, but it was something, that's the best experience man. Definitely manzema guys, hiyo nini yenye tuna plan out ya maybe Kilimambogo, something like that, we'll definitely hit that sauna man. So yeah, appreciate you guys, thanks for showing up. Patane Monday London amaje. Yeah.
Hapo, cheers.
That's it man. Yeah. Love you guys. Peace. See you on the next one, man.
Yeah,
Peace.
let's go. Local legend, but the whip I got is foreign. Extraordinary, yeah, I feel like Alex Warren does. Please do not be counting me if it is not important. If I don't see no dollar signs there, then I'm ignoring them. Got a couple kids nowadays and I'm supporting. Turn it down 100,000, I wasn't bored enough. Yeah, I wasn't bored enough. I'd rather stay at home, just the 4 of us. Knock, say hello to opportunity. Show them everything that I be doing. Niggas telling me check. Everything I do is to a T. And only other corner hitting hardest in the UFC. Oh, Irish in my blood and all that money keep on doubling. I ain't tried to ball cause I ain't really want for fumbling. Made a couple ends, went gold, now I'm loving it. Drive through them all, can't stomach it. 1 time cause I had to prove it to myself. 2 times doing that for everybody else. 3 times just to put the trophy on the shelf. 4 times just because I couldn't, I ain't doing nothing else. Hey, local legend, but the whip I got is foreign. Extraordinary, yeah, I feel like Alex Warren does. Please do not be counting me if it is not important. If I don't see no dollar signs there, then I'm ignoring them. Got a couple kids nowadays and I'm supporting. Turn it down 100,000. I wasn't bored enough, yeah, I wasn't bored enough. I'd rather stay at home, just now wait, second thought. Maybe take a trip down to Florida. Need to change the weather, Tennessee just wasn't warm enough. Son and everybody, they been eating out the formula. Everybody talking, but at least they ain't ignoring us. Hey, reservations for 20 at Coast Show. Like that iceberg, I'm tipping a boatload. Got incredible friends, yeah, they froze on. Taking hits on the one like I'm Soto. Catalog multiples of double digits. Staring at the number like it's double vision. That's what happens when you trust the vision. But keep it humble for the juxtaposition. I changed my life overnight with a couple decisions. Stay working like there's somebody who's coming to get it. And don't get caught up in the talking in the public opinion. Yeah, I had different functions cause I'm functioning different. Hey, 1 time cause I had to prove it to myself. 2 times doing that for everybody else. 3 times just to put the trophy on the shelf. 4 times just because I couldn't, I ain't doing nothing else. Hey, local legend, but the whip I got is foreign. Extraordinary, yeah, I feel like Alex Warren does. Please do not be counting me if it is not important. If I don't see no dollar signs there, then I'm ignoring them. Got a couple kids nowadays and I'm supporting. Turn it down 100,000, I wasn't bored enough. Yeah, I wasn't bored enough. I'd rather stay at home with the 4 of us.